All right, here we go, YouTube. We got another car. This is a 1966 Pontiac lemans. A couple of GTO things, the hood, the grills. But it is a lemans. So let's check this thing out. Car is not perfect by any means, but man, does it run good. It has a 400 Pontiac, which I'll show you in a little bit. Aluminum Craigers, which I've never seen before. And you come around, you know, big old quarter panels on these cars, just looks cool as hell. Tons of rubber left on those tires. It's even got some pinstriping there. I thought it was kind of neat. Filming this in the direct sunlight because this car is for sale, and I want everyone to see the car in the sunlight. You know, there's no BS here. The paint, you know what, it's not the greatest. It probably could be wet sand and buffed out to look better, but on the other end, if I was to keep this car, I wouldn't even touch it. I would just drive it and enjoy it because it's got all new front end. It has the disc brake conversion in the front. Power brakes, and they upgraded the Master to a dual. I'll show you all that in a minute. And what else? Check out the inside here. It's got correct buckets in it. Correct console and shifter. A little tack in the dash there. It's got some gauges on the bottom. Dashboard. Looks good. Your door panels look nice. Back seat, it's nice. You know, it's just the guy that had this car really loved it and really did a lot to it, you know. Headliner is nice. It needs to be stretched a little better and have the light installed. It's got little Sony speakers up there. Probably not the way I would do it, but it works. And it's got a newer style radio there, and that also works. And let's see. Oh, let's get in here. Steering wheel's got your typical cracks, or original wheel. Now to start it, he added an electric fuel pump, and that's the key, that's the switch for that. And you just, she fires right up. Wipers work. Hold on. There you go. Shut them off. Oh, did I even show that? Let's try it again. Wipers. First speed. Second speed. Both working. Shut them down. Headlights work. Highs and lows. Like you can see that, but let's see. Probably not. All right. Let's check the. We're at 1200 RPM. This is actually, that's a cold start. She fires right up. And let's see, we got good oil pressure. We're charging. Temperature hasn't come up yet. Fan. I don't think it's working. If anyone could tell me what this is, leave a comment down below. I have no idea what that is. It's got wires hooked to it and everything. Not sure. This here is an extra switch. He has a mechanical fan, and he put a separate electric fan for whatever reason. I drove it home, about 30-minute ride home, and she never ran hot. Granted, it is cool up here in New York. Blinker. We work, we're flashing that way. Blinker. We work, we're flashing that way. What does Nick say? Place your bets. Does the horn work? It works. Both sides. That was cheesy of me, but whatever. Just checking everything out here. Just a cool car. You know, this guy, oh yeah, there's a bunch of 8-tracks in the, this is, who is this? Engelbert Humperdinck? There's a bunch of 8-tracks in here. With no 8-track player. It must have been in there and he swapped it out, but unfortunately, we didn't get that with the car. Alright, under the hood, see she's running nice. Choke is still on. It's a 400 Pontiac. Don't even be able to see it. Got number 16 heads. It's got full length headers. Duals out the back. Metal block intake. Metal block carburetor. There's your upgraded master and booster. Brakes feel really good. Here's your fuel pump. Probably not the way I would have done it, but it works. Here's your power steering. You should be able to kick it down. Been upgraded to PCI, which we all love. Got your battery cutoff for when she sits. Very nice running motor, considering the gas that's in it is about 3 years old. Looking up here along the hood, it's probably a new hood, but obviously no rust. We got a, looks like a 3-row factory radiator. It does the job. Got more pinstriping in the front. Go around your chrome, around your lights look good. I got the parking lights on, so that's lit up. But your grills look good. Bumpers in really nice shape, the front bumper. Back to the grills. It does have the GTO emblem there, and of course the GTO hood. Right? Come around here, we're missing this emblem here. It was like a bunch of lines that they clicked in there. Probably have to get that. Here's the aluminum Craigers. I have never seen this before. You can see it's got Craiger right in there. Someone comment. Also, let me know. Have you ever seen aluminum Craigers? I have. I've been around quite a long time. That's your mirror. It's a nice shape. Your trim looks good. No rust bubbles here. But we do have a few rust bubbles up here. You can see them. See that in the track there? Nothing crazy, but they're there. And here's where the paint gets a little soft. You can see, I mean, I'd like to think a good wet sand is orange peel here. But the car seems to be all metal, which is a good thing, you know. Around your window, it's a very nice shape. Package tray looks good. Got your little speakers there. Speakers are a little goofy, but you know what? They work. Bringing it home, cruising along. Back bumper is in nice shape besides being a little dirty. Got your tail lights there. You can hear your exhaust. Now let's shut it down so I don't have to yell anymore. Shutting it down. Turn the key. Flip the switch. All right. Let's take those keys with us and show you the trunk. This is a post car, which people tend to like the hard tops better, myself included, but post cars were, from what I understand, a little more stout, like as far as sturdiness, and that's about it. Oh, and supposedly a little lighter too. Not sure if that's true or not. Let's open up the trunk here. All right. Gave us a car cover, which that would go with the car. Looks like we got some kind of a patch there. The rest of it, you could see where it's been treated with like Pour 15 or something. But she's solid. And this is probably the best part of the whole car here. This is from the guy who owned this car since around, I think, '07. He was in his 70s. He kept every receipt. Here's everything that's done to the car. Here, I'll come back. If anyone's interested, they can pause it there, and you can read everything that's done here. I mean, 323 posi, rebuilt turbo 350 with shift kit, it'll chirp second. You know, new oil pump. See GTO, 68 GTO, number 16 heads, 400 Pontiac, Edelbrock cam and lifters, Edelbrock manifold, Edelbrock springs, double row chiming chain. Here's actually from when the car was bought new in Montauk. That's out in Long Island. Here's more. This is just the same as that first sheet. Now you go into here where it's going to show you the new brake rotors, calipers, hoses, wheel cylinders, proportioning valve, sonic turbo mufflers, new headlights, shocks front and rear, ball joints upper and lower. I mean, yeah, the paint's weak, but man, did he really love this car and just did a lot to it. I'm guessing this is the ad from when he first bought it. He saved that. A couple pictures from when he first got it. Here's more pictures. It's probably right after he did the car. It had different valve covers, different air cleaner. There was a little cleaner under the hood. This is from 2007. And just, I mean, classic pine. Look at this. Is just sheets and sheets and sheets of receipts. This is all receipts for everything done to the car. This guy was a car guy for sure. I didn't know him, but I can just tell by the way he did everything. Here's underneath. Up in here. Looks pretty good. Let's shut this. Your bumper there. Coming up and over the wheel wells. Like I said, this car, if I was to keep it, so we got some bubbles in the track. I don't know if you could see that. Let's see. See some bubbles there? You know? But being what this car is, just a regular Le Mans, I'd leave it just as it is and just rock the hell out of it, you know. Take it to car shows. And let me tell you, I've been drag racing a long time. Gotta shut them lights off before I kill the battery. Driving this car, it's an easy 13-second car, if not better. You know, it's got the old gas in it. When I got about halfway home, I stabbed it on a straightaway, and I was surprised how heavy it pulled. You know, right to $5,000, no problem. So, it's all right. Next thing we'll do, we're going to take this thing for a little ride. All right, here we go. Let's go for a ride here. Let's see how she... Got to stay in my neighborhood here. Because it's not registered or insured. It's got the stickers on. Those that were on there. They were due in 2021. So, but this is a pretty private neighborhood. One way in, one way out, so usually I can go for a cruise. So let's take it around the block here. See what we're doing. You know, see how she rides. The car rides good. I mean, it's got new shocks and springs and stuff like that in it. So she cruises down the road nice. Little slop to the steering. You see how we're moving, but we have a little movement. We have a little play there before we get going. But if you're used to these old dogs like I am, it took me about being behind the wheel about 5 minutes before I didn't even notice it anymore. But I've been driving these old dogs a long time. Okay. Cruising along, not even on the gas. We're at 60 pounds of oil pressure. We're charging still. Temperature's coming up slow because it is cold here today. Pull this hill, it's a pretty big hill. She scoots right up. No problem. Shifting gears, I already heard the shift. This transmission shifts beautifully. When you're on it easy, boop, pops right in. When you're on it hard, it will chirp second gear, which, you know, is all part of what makes this car fun. It's, I mean, my Pontiac knowledge, I'm going to say this motor, you know, could be 400 horsepower, believe it or not, with those heads and that cam. If not, pretty close to it. So it's a fun car. I mean, you whack the throttle, she goes, you know. I'll see if I can go down here where there's limited vehicles and see if I can't give you a little taste of what she does, or what she's capable of. You know, it's not a crazy price car. It's a great body style. It's a great drivetrain. I said 323 posi. So you got posi, you got the torque. So the gear, even though it doesn't have a crazy drag race gear, but with the torque of a Pontiac motor, it'll get you up and going. All right, let's turn it around because that's the main drag. I really can't be out there. Technically, I'm not supposed to be in here without plates and stuff, but cops are pretty cool around here anyway. Okay, oops. Alrighty, there we go. All right, let's see if it's warm enough that it won't bog or anything. It's like I said, the temperature is still pretty low, but let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, baby. And she would have kept going. I just didn't want to slide into the UPS guy. You see, he waved. He brings me all my car parts. He's a good dude. So here we go. So we'll turn back in, bring her back to the house. Of course, my house has boarded up windows because September 13th of this year, just past my house, had a fire. And right now, we are living in a rental house that the insurance company hooked us up with. This is not inhabitable. They've gutted the whole house and nobody got hurt. And that's the main thing. Even the dogs got out okay. No firemen or law enforcement got hurt either that were here. So house is a house. You can see it's all gutted in there. There's a couple of my motors still on the stand. House is a house. Things will be fixed. But there you go. See, we're idling nice. Still got nice oil pressure. We're charging. Temperature's up. When you kill it, shut that down. And don't forget, flip your switch. All right, everybody. If anyone's lasted this long, I appreciate it. This car is for sale. If you're seriously interested, send me a message. I'll call you and we'll talk price. But it is not that expensive. You know, it's far south of $20,000. So let me know. Have a good one.